reading, so you should read it, and it should not be that you're doing this for anybody else. You're doing it for Srila Prabhupada.
Mataji reading. Mataji.
Yes.
Actually, this is Shubhadra and Giridhari. We don't have the magazine. That's why. Yeah.
No, I am sending it on the group, so you can just click it and you can open it. You don't need to have it. And if you put up a subscription also, it is very cheap. It is very easily available in US. So you can put up a subscription and every month also the magazine comes. But apart from that, I'm sending the link in the group and you can open the link and you can read it. Okay.
Mataji, this is Moksha speaking. I don't really participate in the stuff like that we usually do because.
Okay, at the end when we are doing it today, that time I will show you, okay, what to do exactly. Okay, I'll show when we are reading today, that time I'll show you what exactly you have to do.
We're reading.
Oh, Mataji, I thought
I thought it was Devanagari today.
Yeah, we just shifted the day to next Monday so that we can have it regularly.
Mataji, today, yes. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you, Bata. Thank you so much.
Happy Women's Day.
Thank you. Okay, so let's start. Thank you. Let's start with our 11th quality of Krishna, okay? And next week onwards, there'll be something very interesting and very exciting. So let's see how next week's announcements will be done. So let's start with our prayers now, okay? Everyone together in synchronization, everyone together, okay? Slowly and softly.
Nama Om Vishnu Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Shade Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mataji, but we continue Mataji, but we did this local 3 times.
Yes, sweetheart. Yes. So see, we did those last 3. I just wanted to have them for reference. And then this week, from this week, we are going to start another 3 words. Another 3 verses. Okay? Yeah, but the 3 words, many of them have learned it, right? Or do you feel that you haven't learned those verses yet?
I learned them.
Okay, so we all will say it together. Okay. Rudranam Rudranam Sankarashchasmi Rudranam Sankarashchasmi Vittesho Yaksharakshasam Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. Okay, so it is Yaksharakshasam. Yaksharakshasam. Ksha, okay, you have to say ksha, ksha. Yaksharakshasam.
Yaksharakshasam. Yaksha Rakshasa.
Vasunaam.
Rhyming.
Vasunaam.
Vasuna.
Pavakaschasmi.
Pavakastasmi.
Vasunaam.
Vasunam.
Pavakaschasmi.
Pavakastasmi.
Vasunaam.
Vasunam.
Pavakaschasmi.
Pavakastasmi.
Meru Shikarinam.
Merukarnam.
Meru Shikarinamaham.
Merushikarinamaham.
Meru Shikarinamaham.
Merushikarinamaham.
Meru Shikarinamaham.
Merushikarinamaham.
Very good. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi.
Rudrastasmi.
Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi.
Pavakastasmi.
Meru Shikarinamaham.
Merushikarinamaham.
Okay, so
Can we do the synonyms game?
okay, synonyms game will
First we have to
take,
know him.
yeah,
Can
okay.
we do that for the second one because I want.
Okay, Ramachandra, can you read the translation for us?
All the Rudras, I am Shiva. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am Lord of Wealth, Kubera. Of the Vasus, I am Fire, which is Agni. And of the mountains, I am the Meru.
Very good. Akshita, can you read the translation for us?
Mataji, can I go?
Of all the Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of Wealth, Kuvera. Of the Vasus, I am Fire, Agni. And of the mountains, I am Meru.
Very good. So,
Mataji,
yes,
can Shubhadra say?
we have another 2 verses, Subhadra, so we'll have everybody taken chance, okay? Don't worry.
Okay,
First,
Mataji.
because today is the first day, right? So we are first reading the verses so that we know what exactly we are doing. And then slowly there are another 3 weeks which will be continuing these verses, okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Purodhasam.
Purodasam.
Purodhasam. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam.
Purodasam cha mukhyam mam.
Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam.
Purodasam cha mukhyam mam.
Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam. Everybody is okay with it? Everybody is understanding the phrase?
Yes.
Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam. Vidhi partha.
Vidhi partha.
Brihaspatim. Vidhi partha Brihaspatim. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam. Vidhi partha Brihaspatim. Senaninam aham. Senaninam aham. Skandha. It is Skandha, okay?
Aham Skandaha.
Sarasamasmi sagara.
Sarasam.
Asmi sagara.
Sagara.
Sarasam
Sarasam.
Asmi
अस्मि सागरः
Sagara.
Sagara. Sagara.
Senaninam aham skanda.
Senaninamaham skanda.
Sarasamasmi Sagara.
Sarasamasmi Sagara.
Purodasam cha mukhyam mam. Vidhi partha brahaspatim.
Vidhi Partha Brihaspati.
Senaninam aham skandah.
Senaninamaham skanda.
Sarasamasmi Sagara.
Sarasamasmi Sagara.
Okay, Tulsi, can you read the translation for us?
Yes.
Tulsi?
Of priest, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya, and of bodies of water, I am the ocean.
Very good. Ojasvi, can you read the translation for us?
Yes, Mataji. After praise of O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brahaspati. O generals, I am Kartikeya, and of the bodies of water, I am the ocean.
Very good. So see over here, what are we learning? That what Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna, what all he is, where all we are seeing Krishna, right?
Mataji,
Yes?
can Shubhadra say the translation?
Okay, go ahead, Subhadra.
Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya. In the body and of bodies of water, I am the ocean.
Isn't Kartikeya the commander-in-chief?
Okay, we read for the translation for the... Okay, yeah. What is it?
Isn't Kartikeya the commander-in-chief?
Yes, of the Devatas he is, right? Where did we read? Okay, we read that same one. Okay. Because he is the commander-in-chief of the Devatas, right? So whoever is the topmost position, Lord Krishna says, I am that. Okay?
Mataji, I can say it at the end.
Okay, so okay, can we do this now then? Maharshinam Bhrugur Aham. Maharshinam. Okay, split the word, okay? It is Maharshinam. Maharshinam. Bhrugur Aham. Giram Asmekam. Giram Asme. Giramasme, Gira it is. Giramasme. Ekamaksharam. Ekamaksharam. Giramasme. Ekamaksharam. Maharshina Bhrugur Aham. Giram Asme Ekamaksharam. Yajnanam. Japayagyosmi. Yajnanam Japayajnosmi. Sthavaranam. Himalaya. Sthavaranam. Himalaya. Maharshinaam Bhrigur Aham. Giram Asmi Ekamaksharam. Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Dhavaranam Himalaya. Very good. Mokshat, can you read the translation for us?
Of the sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa. And of immovable things, I am the Himalayas.
Very good. Prahlad, where did I see Prahlad? Rai Prahlad?
Mataji.
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking for those who are having their videos on. Rai Prahlad, can you read the translation?
Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of the
Vibrations.
vibrations, I am the
Transcendental.
transcendental Om of the sacrifice. I am the chanting of the holy names Japa and of inevitable things. I am the Himalayas.
Thank you so much. Krishna, can you read this? It is Krishna or Krishna? What is your name mentioned? I've spotlighted you. Can you read the translation for us?
I have to log into two devices because this one,
Okay,
my
Krishna Naina.
videos are blurring and
Okay, then I will mute this one.
sometimes
And
I can't hear you.
So Krishna Naina, right? Krishna Naina, can you read this?
Mataji, can I go?
Okay, one second, Keshavi. Let me see if your
I
video is
left from
on.
the other device.
Okay, if your
I
device
left
is
from the
having
other
problem,
device.
Krishna, where is Keshavi? Let me see first, Keshavi. I'm not seeing you.
Of
Yeah,
the great
yeah, Keshavi, go ahead.
of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of the vibrations, I am transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am chanting of the holy names, Japa. And of improvably things, I am Himalayas.
Immovable.
Can Moksha say?
Movable.
Okay, go ahead, Moksha.
Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of the vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of the sacrifices, I am chanting. Of the holy names, I am Japa. And of the
Immovable things.
immovable things, I am the Himalayas.
Very good. So now we'll have to start with our class. Okay. So the first three verses, see to it that the first three verses which you have done.
Is the quality highly learned?
Sorry?
Is the quality highly learned?
Yes, highly learned. Okay. So the quality of Lord Krishna today, which we are doing is that Lord Krishna is highly learned. Okay. Now, when it is said learning, what do you understand by learning? What do you mean that okay, a person is highly learned or a person is learned? What do you understand by that word?
I understand from highly learned that I understand that from high
One at a time, please. If you know that somebody is speaking, let them continue and then you can
Can
say.
Moksha say after Akshita?
Okay, go ahead, Moksha. Go ahead, Akshita.
I understand from highly learned that like someone who's like good in like learning, studies, and
Okay, good in learning. One point. Okay. Okay, good in learning. What else? Yes, Moksha.
good in doing things.
Okay, good in doing things. Anybody else? We'll have 5 things taken. Okay, good in doing things. Anybody else?
Mataji, can I say?
Yes, Ramachandra.
Can I say?
After Ramachandra.
He's intelligent.
Okay. Is intelligent?
It's me, Krishna Naina.
Yes, Krishna.
Mataji, can I go after Krishna Naina?
Okay, Keshavi. Okay, after Krishna Naina, Keshavi. Yes, Krishna Naina.
Very learned.
Okay, very learned. We are done. Okay. Yes, Keshavi.
A person who has education, like.
Okay, person who has education. Okay.
Mataji, can Balram say?
Yes, Balram. Problem is, Balram, you are not on video, so I cannot spotlight you, and I'm not seeing you. Those who are on video, they are. Yeah. Okay, you're there. Okay.
Mataji,
Yes,
he is in.
yes, Balram.
Focus. Hare Krishna Mataji, I have a point.
1 second after Balram.
Focus.
Focus. Okay. Who is focused? Yes. Who was there?
So it is Ojasvi Mataji. So it means like to be strict in rules.
Should be?
To be strict in rules or principles.
Okay, I'm going to write it. Strict rules will. Okay. So this is what you feel is when you said learned and who is an educated person. Okay. So now, if I say that only knowing all the scriptures or knowing all the studies which you have done does not make you a learned person, will that be right or wrong?
This is
That's right.
So learning does not only mean that you have your bookish knowledge or you just have your knowledge, which is you have learned. Okay. A learned person.
Sorry to disturb you, but the second one has good in doing in things.
Thank you.
The sticks instead.
Sorry to interrupt, but it will be a very focused person who knows everything.
Okay, so these are all your.
And one is also when someone is passionate, kind, smart, and very good at following the specific rule.
Mataji,
Okay.
can I just say something real quick?
Yes, Akshita, go ahead.
For the highly learned, I also think that it like disciplined.
Can Moksha also go one last time?
Okay, we'll have to go ahead and complete our things, right? I took up 5 to 6 points and let's see what really it means. So now, when we say that learned, okay, we'll see what our scriptures also say. It is said that when a person is highly educated and acts strictly on moral principles, he is called highly learned. Okay, so a person who is going to follow the rules and who is going to be following the moral principles, that person is going to be called as a learned person. Okay, let me see how to. One second. Balavrinda, are you there?
Yes. Yes, Mataji, we are here. We both are here. We are not on video, but we are here, Mataji.
Okay. So, yeah, Mataji, now that all get spotlighted, if we have to remove all the spotlight, what do we do?
Just put the speaker view, Mataji. Remove all the spotlights also is there. Yes, remove it. I removed, Mataji, all the spotlights.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. Okay, because then every time we have, then I wanted to have those other spotlighted.
You can just say replace spotlight, Mataji. Like that, every time you select a person, you have to say replace spotlight. Then there will be other person.
Okay. Now I have done spotlight myself for everyone. Is it coming?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then I can add some people again when I'm doing. Okay, so when we are doing this, a person who is highly educated and acts strictly on moral principles is called highly learned. Okay. A person, Ojasvi, can you read this for us?
Yes, Mataji. When a person is highly educated and acts strictly on moral principles, he is called highly learned.
Okay. Mukund, can you read the second one?
Yes, Mataji. A person conversant in different departments of knowledge is called educated, and because he acts in moral principles, he is called morally stout. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So these are the factors when we say, according to the scriptures, it says that a person conversant in different departments. As you said that when he knows many things, he can be called as a learned person. Okay. So now with respect to Krishna, when we are doing, we say that we also know the story, right? That Krishna went to Sandipani Muni's ashram to learn the knowledge or to get knowledge. Now, many of them have confusion over this, that why did Krishna need to go to learn something? Isn't he the original supreme personality of Godhead? If he has made the Vedas, if he has had the knowledge, if he has passed all the knowledge to Lord Brahma, and from there on the knowledge has been passed, why what was it a need that Sri Krishna had to go to Sandipani Muni's ashram? Okay, so these are many questions which are going to come up. So we'll see how we are going to address them.
Mataji, Ojasvi is in spotlight. We can't see you.
You cannot see me? Okay.
Oh, the raised hands come first. So if you lower your hand, then yes.
Okay. Yeah, that is what is a problem for me.
Mataji,
Yeah, now you can see me. Yeah. So Krishna is highly learned, right? But you know what? When he went to Sandipani Muni's ashram, he completed his education. How many days and how many years would a normal human being need to complete his education?
A bunch of years.
How many years, right? It will be take like
Many
years. It will take years and years.
Many years.
Many years,
A
maybe
long
8
time, many years.
and the whole life we keep on learning. So for a normal human being,
Most
it
of
would
your
take years
life.
and years to complete their education. But we see
Mataji,
that, yes,
I think Krishna was educated in Sandipani Muni's ashram for 64 days.
yes. So Krishna was in Sandipani Muni's ashram for 64 days, and he learned all the qualities over there, or the 64 qualities which we are saying. We'll see
So,
all those.
Mataji, so is there 64 days that he had on education? Did he also have 64 qualities? Is that why?
He completed his education in 64 days, but then along with that he had many other things also, right? Because he had his friends, then he had different things to learn as well, and among them the 64 qualities are also enclosed in that. Okay, so now Krishna, then we say that, then what was the need for Krishna to take education from Sandipani Muni's ashram? Can anybody tell me what was it the need that Krishna went to Sandipani Muni's ashram? Did he love Sandipani Muni? He just wanted to go?
He wanted to teach other people in the future.
Yes. So he wanted to see what Krishna says, as the big leaders do, so does the other people try to follow them, right? So Krishna is highly learned, but he wants to set an example that in this material world, because many of you we see, right? People say, oh, why do I need a guru? I'm reading the scriptures, I understand it, let me just be by myself, I do not want a guru. So Krishna wants to tell by example that when you come in this material world, I myself have also taken up a guru. And that is the reason taking up a guru is very, very important in this material world. Without a guru, you cannot get closer to the Lord, right? Yes?
Krishna wanted to set an example, you should kind of example, he also
Right.
took he also had a guru,
yes.
and
Yes.
so he said it as, yeah, we should also have a guru.
Right. So that is the reason Krishna took a guru as Sandipani Muni in this material world. When he came in his Krishna Leela, Sandipani Muni was his guru. Now over here, what do we see? What do we see, Balram? What do we see? Balaram, you're not on video. Keshvi, you're not on video, so you do not get spotlighted. You know, I cannot see you then. Yeah, what is this, Balaram?
Mataji can like a time cycle.
It's a water cycle, right? So water cycle, what does it happen? That because of the heat of the sun, what happens?
It evaporates.
Evaporation.
Yeah, so let me tell you. Maybe some of them might have not had that thing yet in the schools. So see, what happens is when the sun is hot in the sky, it is a lot of heat, the water gets evaporated. And the evaporated water forms into water vapor. And then because the air up is cooler, it gets condensed. Okay? And when condensed, yeah.
Mataji, what does condensed mean?
Condensed means it gets cooled. Okay, over here it is hot. When it is hot, the water starts evaporating into water vapors, small droplets of water. And when they go up, because the cold air is cold, it forms into cold. You see ice, right? What is ice? Because it gets condensed. So according to different temperatures, the condensation level can be different. So when it gets
Mataji,
cold,
sometimes when it's really cold, you can get like the light snow that can just fall apart into water.
Right. So condensation, and then it forms into the clouds. And when the clouds are filled with water and then they go on, like if they get bombarded with any trees or due to winds, what happens is when it is overfilled, then they break up and then they just form water again. It rains or it snows depending upon the weather at that place. And when it rains, what happens is this water again comes back to this original earth from where it has evaporated. Okay, again it gets collected. Again, when there is hot sun, again it gets evaporated, and this continues, right?
Same water
So why,
again.
yeah, so why are we taking this example over here is because over here what we are seeing is that Krishna is taking education from Sandipani Muni, right? And from where has Sandipani Muni got the education? Where has Sandipani Muni got all the knowledge from?
From Krishna or Guru?
From the Guru, yeah, from Krishna, indirectly from Krishna, right? Because what? From Lord Brahma to Lord Narada to then it goes on and on from Guru Parampara, the knowledge gets passed on. So the knowledge has come from Krishna and again it is given back to Krishna. Everybody understanding that part? Sandipani Mani got the knowledge from Krishna and he is again giving it back to Krishna.
Yeah, because he's teaching Krishna the same thing again.
Yeah, so it is just like this water cycle.
Mata, why Krishna went early just for 64 days of education is because he already knew those things. Because
yeah, you know what? When when he went to Mathura, when he met his parents over there, Vasudeva and Devaki, they said that, oh, you have been just herding cattle and you have been just moving around in Vrindavan. You haven't learned anything. So they sent him to Sandipani Muni's ashram and then they said that, oh, you should go learn something. And that is the reason Balram and Krishna were sent to Sandipani Muni's ashram on the wish of their parents. Okay, so this is what exactly is happening. Just like how the water is evaporating, condensing, and again coming back as water, same way the knowledge is from Krishna. It is getting passed on to the other gurus or other lineages, and then it is coming back to Krishna over here when Sandipani Muni is teaching him. Okay, so that is the reason we took up or in the Nectar of Devotion also, Srila Rupa Goswami gives this example. That is the reason we quoted this example. Okay. So Sandipani Muni's instructions to Krishna are like a reservoir of water on the mountain, which flows as a river and goes again to mix with the source, the ocean of Krishna. Okay. So this is also a reference which is taken from Nectar of Devotion. So this is what we have to understand, that Krishna is the most learned and from him everything comes, and again he is being so humble that he wants to teach us how to learn in this material world, and that is the reason he has taken a role of a student in this material world. Okay, so you should also not be hesitant to take up a guru or to think about it. Now, again, the second example is given in one of the classes is about when you go to Haridwar, or when you go to there, when you do Ganga Puja. Okay. When you do Ganga Puja, what they do is they take the water from the Ganges and they offer it back to Mother Ganga. Okay. They're not getting water from their homes and offering it. So it is taking water from Mother Ganges and offering it back to her. It is the same thing which Lord Shri Krishna is doing over here. The knowledge is coming from him and it is going back to him. Okay, everybody understood this point?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. So now with reference to this, we have another story over here, that how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells through his wonderful pastimes, and he proves that in this yuga, the Lord comes, he is the supreme and he is the highly learned. I think many of you know the story, but we will just quickly go over that story. Okay. So now Keshav Kashmiri, he was a learned Pandit. Okay. And he was very proud that he was a learned Pandit, and he was blessed by Mother Saraswati that he could learn all the verses, or he could be very, very learned, and he could have many verses, compose many verses in no time. So he was very proud, and he used to go on debating everywhere and challenging everywhere. So once when he comes to Navadvip, when he comes over there, he everybody knows that Nimai could learn the verses very easily. He was very learned, so he was already called as Nimai Pandit. Okay, that time. So then many of them said, "Oh, you see, it seemed to be very learned. So why don't you have a debate with our Nimai Pandit? The Nimai Pandit will surely defeat you." And then Keshav Kashmiri, he said that, okay, bring that. And when he saw that, oh, this Nimai Pandit is merely a boy, a small boy. So he was more puffed up. He said, okay, I can always have a debate with him. So what he did was, he sang the glorification of Mother Ganga. Okay. He said the glorification of Mother Ganga. And for the glorification of Mother Ganga, he immediately on the spot, he composed 100 verses on the spot. Okay. Because he was very learned. He was blessed by Mother Saraswati. Nimai Pandit was listening to all those, okay? And remember, our Nimai Pandit is the most learned. He had, in Marathi we called as Ek Pati. Ek Pati means what? One time it is said and you remember it, okay? So he was that intelligent because he is no other than whom?
Krishna.
Lord Krishna, right? So then he did not need to learn anything. He was already very intelligent. So he already knew everything. So when Keshav Kashmiri composed that, so then Nimai Pandit asked him that, do you want to correct anything in the verses? And Keshav Kashmiri said, no, I've done it very nicely. I'm so nice in grammar. I know it. It is not wrong. Then Nimai Pandit, he said, he repeated those verses immediately. And Keshav Kashmiri was like, oh, did he have a pen and pencil to write it somewhere? Or how did he memorize these verses? And now he was in a dilemma. He said that, okay, that means something is really very important about this boy. And what happened more was that Nimai Pandit, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he even found out what mistakes were there in his grammar, because Sanskrit is a vast language, right? And the grammar is really, really very important. And like how in English we have you for you, right? And everyone is you. But in Sanskrit, it is not like that. Sanskrit has a different notation for each person. And according to the respect which you give, it changes. So Nimai Pandit could find out all the mistakes which were there, and he could tell to Keshav Kashmiri. And Keshav Kashmiri was so surprised. He said that, oh, what happened? Then when he slept that night, he asked Mother Saraswati that, what happened? You gave me a boon that I was going to be the cleverest person over here. What happened? And she said, oh, you went and debated with the Lord himself. How can I save you? How can I fall in that between? Because the Lord is all learned and he himself knows everything. I cannot help you in that. So you better go and ask forgiveness to the Lord, because he is the one who is the most knowledgeable. Okay. So as we know that Krishna is most learned, Krishna is most knowledgeable, in the Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also come up and he has shown us that yes, he is still the most learned and he's still the most intelligent person on this whole universe. Okay. Everybody's understood that point? Highly learned. Okay. So we have done it with the Kali Yuga also. So now it is time for us to. So what I thought, was that because we did the story of Keshav Kashmiri, how about reading something about that from the Back to Godhead?
Yay!
Yes,
Because that will be a story also for you. Okay.
Is it going to be a story?
It is a story, so then you will enjoy that, because as everybody is reading, I want you all to pay attention so that you can enjoy the story part. Okay. And again, one more thing, that if at all we do not finish reading the whole thing, please see to it this link will be sent in the group. Okay, those who were asking me that they do not know how to do this activity, now please everybody have your eyes and ears on me, because now this week I am really going to look ahead that everybody is going to send the videos. So what are you going to do for that? We are reading this Back to Godhead magazine. Okay. And if you do not have this copy, do not worry. I'm going to send you the link on the WhatsApp group. So you or your parents should open the WhatsApp group, should click on this link, and this article will come up. Okay. We are reading now, but again in your spare time, you are again going to read it. And whatever you understand, 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, whatever you understand, you should tell that, you should narrate it. Okay. How you tell a story to your friends, or how you talk in the class, like that you should narrate a story, the same this story, and you should make a short clip. If all the points are not included, it is still okay, but at least 2-3 minutes, or minimum 5 minutes, you can say the story. Your parents can record it for you, and then you can send it in the group. Can you do that for us?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Ramachandra, I am missing your last week's assignment of reading Back to Godhead. You did not send it this week.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So we'll start reading. Okay, Mukund, I see over here Mukund first. Mukund, can you start reading?
Yes, Mataji. I'm continuing as.
You can read it, right? You can see this properly?
Yes, Mataji. From the top, like where it says as.
No, I
No, you know what? We can start reading from here.
Okay. Continuing a special series of articles commemorating the 500th anniversary of Lord Chaitanya's appearance in Mayapur, West Bengal, by his life and teachings, he inaugurated the Hare Krishna movement. Navadvip Dhama, the holy land of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, is situated approximately 60 miles northwest of Calcutta. There, as the Ganges Delta begins to form, the river's different branches encircle a 32 square mile area and divided into 9 islands. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Ramachandra, can you start reading from there?
Okay. Navadvipa means 9 islands. Here the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, resided for the first 24 years of his appearance in this world. Navadvipa has traditionally been known as a center of learning. Formerly, many Sanskrit scholars would gather in Navadvipa to discuss the Vedic literature, and because these scholars were also great devotees of the Supreme Personality of God, and the topics they discussed would always center on Lord Krishna's instructions in the Bhagavad Gita, or on his activities recorded in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Thank you so much. Rishikesh, can you go ahead? Start reading. Rishikesh?
Doesn't look like he's there.
Okay, Keshavi? Can you start reading from today?
Today, the city of Navadvip retains the tradition of scholarship and devotion to Krishna, and many learned devotees of Lord Chaitanya inhabit this place of pilgrimage, where the Lord enacted his pastimes of scholarship.
Thank you so much. Rishikesh, are you back? Rishikesh, are you back? Can you unmute and talk? Okay. Akshita, can you read from according?
According to the Vedic social system, it is the responsibility of the Brahmanas or scholars to guide society spiritually and
Intellectually.
intellectually. The duties of a Brahmana are to study the Vedic literature, to teach the Vedic literature, to worship the deity, to engage others in worshipping the deity, to accept charity, and to give charity. Lord Chaitanya was born into a Brahmana family at an early age.
Right. So we are learning this about Lord Chaitanya, right?
But you can Moksha also say the same thing.
I'm reading. I'm just having you spotlighted as I see you see you over here. Okay, so don't worry, you'll get a chance. Okay, Mokshit, can you read it? Mokshit?
He took up the first Brahminical duty of studying the Vedic literature. The Lord's deep study, the principal activity of his youth. Indeed, Srila Vandavana class Dasa Thakur, who wrote the Chaitanya Bhagavata, a biography of Lord Chaitanya devotee, 6 chapters to describing the Lord's pastimes as a young scholar.
Very good. So this is mentioning about the Chaitanya Bhagavat, right? Yeah. Tulasi, can you start reading?
The grammatical rules and definitions of the Sanskrit language are extremely intricate, and one is advised to study the subject matter for 12 years before progressing to more advanced topics. Sanskrit grammar is considered the gateway to education because once one has mastered the subject matter, all the Vedic scriptures and other Sanskrit literatures become easily understandable.
Yeah, very nice. See, so Sanskrit is so important, right? Tejal, can you start reading from here, but Lord Chaitanya? We can't hear you, Tejal.
Mataji, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
But Lord Chaitanya immediately learned these rules after hearing them only once, because he soon began to win grammatical
competitions
among the students. The title Pandita, meaning a greatly learned person, was given to the Lord who became known as Nimai Pandit. As his reputation as a scholar grew, he began to attract students who wanted to study Sanskrit grammar and under his direction.
Very good. Balaram, can you start reading next? Thus the Lord.
Thus the Lord began to fulfill the second of the Brahmanical duty that of teaching, even though he was only 11 years old. Lord Chaitanya would often sit on the bank of the Ganges discussing literary topics with his students. One evening, a great scholar named Kishore Kashmiri met Lord Chaitanya. Kishore Kashmiri, who belonged to a very respectable Brahmana family from Kashmir, had been traveling to centers of learning all over India, debating the Sanskrit Vedic literature with scholars.
Very good. Ramachandra, are you there? Or did you read Ramachandra? Oh, yes, Ramachandra read, right? Okay. Who is this? Raya Prahlad?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, till where did we read? I lost it. Yeah, Vedic literature, right? Yeah, the art. Can you read from this art?
Mataji, can you
okay. The art of debate.
The art of the debate in Sanskrit language is extremely rigorous. All subjects must be examined in terms of 5 categories, including
Adherence.
Adherence to the purpose of the original text. Reason examples given in terms of various facts, whether or not our clear understanding of the subject is being brought forth and support by authoritative quotation from the scriptures.
Thank you so much. Moksha, did you read it?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Moksha, can you read now? Moksha?
A man of vast learning,
Keshav Kashmiri.
Keshav Kashmiri was the
Undefeated champion
in this type of debate. Everyone in all directions, these champions.
No, does he carried the title? Over here, does he carried the title? Where are you reading? Does he carried the title Digvijayi?
Does he carry the title Digvijay, which means one who has conquered everyone in all directions? The champion
debater
had now come to
Navadvip
with hopes of
increasing
his reputation by defeating the
scholars there.
Very
good. Ojasvi, can you start reading next?
Yes, Mataji. Formerly, debates were not just academic exercises. Rather, the loser was obligated to become a disciple of the winner. This fact worried the Navadvipa scholars. Actually, it was their plan to match Lord Chaitanya with Keshava Kashmiri. They thought that if the Lord was defeated, they would have another chance to debate the scholar. Because after all, Lord Chaitanya was only a boy.
Very good. See, so these were the plans for people around over there. Abhayram, can you come on video and unmute yourself? Abhayram, are you there? Okay, Subhadra, can you start reading?
Yes, Mataji. But if the Lord defeated the scholar, their position would be even more glorified because of the fact that a mere boy from their scholarly community had defeated the champion. Keshav Kashmiri knew of Lord Chaitanya's reputation as a scholar of Sanskrit grammar, but being very proud of his own brilliant career, he considered himself far superior to the Lord. Thus, when they met on the bank of the Ganges, Keshava Kashmiri spoke rudely to the Lord.
Thank you so much. Isha, can you read the next line?
Yes,
Isha?
Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. Very
Cleverly,
he taught his students did not require great expressions from Lord Chaitanya, who acts in many different ways
to benefit conditioned souls. replied
replaced to
the
the
scholar.
So as the inclusion his
Artificial pride.
artificial
Pride. Okay. Who else do we see is on video or who has read? Krishna Naina. Krishna Naina, did you read? Haribol, who has not got a chance to read? I do not see any hands raised over here now. Those who are... Prahlad, are you there?
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to read.
Who is it?
Krishna Naina.
Yeah, Krishna Naina. Can you start reading? The Lord presented. We can't hear you, Krishna Naina. Yes.
The Lord presented himself in a subordinate position and requested the scholar's position and requested the scholar to demonstrate his poetic skill by composing verses in glorification of the Ganges. Kesava Kashmiri was a great devotee, the goddess of learning, Saraswati, and became favored by her. He was quite confident of his intellected
Upon the request.
Upon the request of Lord Chaitanya, he immediately composed 100 verses glorifying it, and he eloquently recited these verses before Lord Chaitanya. Recited these verses before Lord Chaitanya and his students.
Very good. Okay, Prahlad, I see so many of you, but you haven't, Prahlad. Can you read the
Hare
paragraph?
Krishna, Mataji. It's 7:15, Mataji. We are closer, right?
Okay. Can we have this reading only, Mataji? 1 minute.
Okay, Mataji. Yeah. Just I'm reminding you.
Prahlad, can you read this quickly?
Okay. After hearing Kesava Kashmiri's forceful presentation, Lord Chaitanya spoke in such a way as to curb the pride he had previously inflated. Sarcastically praising the poetry, the Lord, who had memorized all 100 verses, repeated the fourth verse and asked Kesava Kashmiri to explain it. The scholar, although astonished that Lord Chaitanya had memorized even one of the rapidly recited verses, explaining the meaning of the verse, Lord Chaitanya then asked him the qualities and faults of the verse.
Very good. Thank you so much. So we'll have to end the call and I'll send this link. So see to it that you please read it and whatever you understand, you can record it and send it. Okay. So we'll quickly end the call.
Mataji ki jai.
We can end the call.